Let's have a look. Oh, here we are. Mayan symbology? We've got that glyph, the hexagonal glyph, which seems to be new, but it seems to be meaning the same thing as the hexagonal glyph did in the last one. It just seems to be more simplified, which actually I think I prefer this design. Aesthetically, it makes more sense. But yeah, this looks kind of Mayan or Aztec. Alright, click through. Nope. There we are. A metal bar. Thud. Alright. Yeah, I think we're looking at some kind of ancient civilization. So no more ships of the line, more... Yeah, I'm gonna say Mesoamerican. I'm gonna say Mayan. It's usually the Mayans. Remember when they said 2012 was going to be the end of the world? And it may very well have been. Hold on. Smells like burnt straw. Okay, something goes on fire in here, and it looks like there's a line of something, it could be gunpowder, leading to something in there. So I think I've got to set something alight here. I've got a little... very pretty crossbow, but it's broken. The front handles are broken. There is a small wooden handle, and there's no string. I can't even see a firing trigger. That might actually push in. What about this chest? Okay, we got like gears on a clock, gears on a lock, and I think if you turn that, it'll like activate this gear and open something up. Let's check the sides. That spins and gives me a length of string that looks like a possible crossbow string. Stick on the ground. I haven't looked at that thing on the table over there yet. There we go. I like how some things in this game you just fiddle with. That pleases me. A small token. I can only carry 5 things, by the way. That's my inventory. So I wonder if I'm going to... I've never carried this many things before. There is a note. I should check that. And some markings on the side of this object. Another room, another door, another room. Either you are as lost as I, or more likely you have forsaken me. Another room, another door. Yet never a pang of hunger, nor the welcome respite of sleep. Another door, another room. I keep a tally in my ledger, but I can no longer count the marks. I count the pages. The writing keeps me sane. I tell myself so. I did not deserve this hell. Well, you did try to mess with things beyond your control. I did say in the first game, this is one of those things that just never works out. Okay, I think. Feel like this is going to move about. I think it might here, but I think I've got to insert something in there to slide it up and down, so I can some way jimmy those tokens into their correct slots. A gold tower. I've now got 5 out of 5 slots. I'm going to guess an ornate dagger goes in there, just like it did in the last game. Okay, we've got parts of this have been, okay, notched out. And then there are parts that aren't marked, but are... I'm not sure what they correspond to. It does remind me to look over this place once again with the lens, which I keep forgetting to do. pierce the eye of this guy with the crossbow. That would make sense. Alright, let's check the crossbow. Let's start with that, because I already know one of the things. That goes on there. I can't tie this on because I need the other piece of the... does that go there? Yes, it does. Okay, so I can repair... Oh, no, it was missing. It wasn't broken. It was missing. Alright. That goes there. I don't know what to do with this token. I didn't look at this. It fits into a square sort of peg. Ah, small wooden handle. I just realized what that was. Should have a look at my inventory more often. Okay. So that slides up. Alright, so here's what I want to do. I want that there. That there. No. Like that. Ah, that'll be the trigger for the crossbow, which will go back here. Okay, usually there's a sort of under pull trigger, and under the sort of crossbow pull trigger, but it seems like this one's a slidey. It does... I think this can be fired now, which is probably why it's given me quite a few crossbow bolts, I think an infinite supply. Let's load her up and fire into that dude's eye. Hold on. There we are. Load her up. There might be other things we have to shoot, but first things first. Pierce the eye. I hope he's not angry at me for that. The music almost sounds Egyptian, but this is most certainly Mesoamerican. It looks like something should fit into the end of this. Okay. We have another scroll here. Alright, so we might not be reading stuff in English, because they would definitely not be speaking English, but this seems to be almost runic. Probably based on some kind of Mayan script, but of course it's sort of translated into similar symbols and that look similar to English letters. We got the symbols here. One of them is the symbol we've been trying to make. The other are just random symbols. The triangular ones, there's a triangle with a cube in. Perspective seems to be a big part of this. They all look like symbols that represent sorts of perspective. I see a once mighty people brought low by these heathen invaders and their plagues. Yeah, sorry, man. Yeah, old Columbus did you in on that one. They look to their priestess for the will of the gods, but the jaguar and the feathered serpent speak to me no more. The crystal of our ancient mothers is being summoned. I would speak to them. So, okay, the null element was found in New Grenada, so I don't know what empire ruled New Grenada before, in pre-Columbus days. But I'm guessing it might have been the Mayans. Or if it was around at the time of... Were the Aztecs around at the time? No, it was the Mayans... I can't remember if it was the Aztecs or the Mayans who were around when Columbus arrived. I know one of them wasn't really. I mean, they were kind of there, but not really. Okay, we got a puzzle. Do you know that looks like this, kind of looks like that game, that really old game. that they found, board game that they used to play in, like, I think it was Ur. The game of Ur, I think is what it's called. But it's sort of game of chance, sort of board game where you would move tokens up and down in order to, I think, get to the other side and either win as many points or to get rid of your opponent's tokens. I can't remember the exact rules, so I must double check them. This looks a bit like that. This token should move, right? But I think something has to slot in here. Oh, hold on. I've got a token. I bet I put my token in there. He's gonna cut me off. I think I'm actually trying to get to the other side. I want to defeat this guy. Shit. Can he get me on there? I might as well just... Okay, I'm gonna sacrifice myself. We're gonna restart. Okay, so I've gotta somehow, like, dodge this guy. This apparently helps. I got round him. That's how you do it. Sucks to suck, noob. A small key, I know where that goes. I immediately know where that goes. There. That'll turn the gear. And open up the chest. See, that's very Egyptian, or sort of... Doesn't sound Mayan. I would expect more sort of pan flutes. Something definitely slots in there. Something star-shaped. Oh, you can actually bring it down. Clunk. Alright. A large stone block. It looks like an axe head. Or a hammer. Nothing about this. I'm sure I light something somewhere. Alright. Any word on what any of this does? By the way, I still haven't... Like, does this open up more? Because it looks like there's hinges here. I've got a large stone block. Oh, hang on, yeah. Something fits on the end of this. Probably a large stone block. Wind it up. I gotta crack open this bit of stone. I reckon it needs 3 thwacks. Alright. Keep going. It's usually 3. There we are. Took 4. Alright, that's for the mirror. It goes here. Alright, that's the building over here. I think it's reflecting, but reflecting in the mirror universe or whatever. It doesn't look right. Can I look in? Alright, we got symbols here I've got to find. 2 symbols. They'll be mounted somewhere. Now, See, it's like these, but not quite. There's nothing behind there. There's nothing up here. Ooh, okay. Anything on here? Anything on this? No, nothing. Nothing on here. Alright. Let's just have a look around. See if there's anything I've missed. I can still use this and shoot more arrows. I feel like I could just brute force this, but that seems like taking the easy way out, and it also seems boring. It's something to do with this. I mean, that much I do know. Let's check this note. Another door, another room. What have these got to do with anything? By the way, I hadn't noticed this, but something definitely happens there. Can I replace this? See, I still don't know where this goes now. Okay. Anything from you? Anything down here? I think it got harder. I think this game is actually harder than the previous one. Is there any way it might, like, be connected to that? But that's 3 keys. 3, clues. Nothing up above. Nothing below. Nothing on the ground. Do a full search. I had pierced the eye. That seems to be gone now, that text. I might just have to brute force this. I can't think of another way through. I'm sure it's somewhere. So, you know, some of these actually match the symbols. From some of the previous games. From the previous game. This is such a cheesy way to do this. There we are. Where was I supposed to find that? Or is that just how I was supposed to do it? Okay, we've got... That's different. That looks Indian now. It does not look Mayan. Is there any way to change it back? Because I think I've got to somehow light these up in such a way. Yeah, I think I've got to... I think I might need another one because I'm fairly certain that was filled in. I didn't make a note of it, of course. Alright, you guys got a tower missing? Yes, you do. So, tower gets replaced. And out comes a dagger. And the dagger went in the top. Alright. Do I change... If I want to change back, do I just flip these in any other direction? How do I go back? Perhaps something could fit on this ridge, yeah. Huh. It was these two, right? Shit, I should write this down. Wish I had a piece of paper. There we go. Okay. And that switches it back. It stays that way, right? Okay. I've got that written down just in case I need to flip back and forth. I don't know where that information was. Assumedly it's somewhere, and I've just missed it. It's a good thing it's brute forceable, so I didn't have to spend too much time looking around for it. Huh. A straw effigy. Well... Ooh, and that's a gem. And I'm going to also... Okay, it definitely was one of those. Alright, so... It's top... right... second from... the bottom... No, top left, second from the bottom right, and middle right. Alright. I have to start taking notes now. Alright, I think the straw effigy would probably go in the place because it said this smells like straw, so I guess you burn the effigy. I don't have any way to light it, but there looks like a flint there. Or some striking surface. Alright, let's head back to the previous place. Let's put this code in. That one... There we go. Maybe you are just supposed to brute force it. Like, why would they have two with relatively few combinations? Two, like, digits. If you weren't supposed to brute force it. So it's that one, and that one. A piece of flint. Alright, that's the striking material. I've got our flint to light it. I see past lives, future lives, impossible lives. Anything else this thing does? No, yeah, there's another... Alright, I don't know where I'm going to get the wheel for that, but I know that I can light this piece of straw on fire. There we are. And it was gunpowder. Duck your head, because I think there might be a magazine behind there. Nope, just light some stuff up. Okie dokie. Well, there's some kind of mechanism behind the bars, but I can't reach it. Weights and some kind of what are they called? It's very simple. I know what that is. Pulley system. There we are. Just complete that word had just completely evacuated from my brain. We've also got a guy's face here. I can, like, zoom into this, so... I'm sure I can affect it in some manner. Past lives, future lives, impossible lives. Okay, hang on. Bags of sand. Bet you if I pierce them with a crossbow bolt, they'll lose sand and begin to drop and activate the mechanism. Let's hit the bag. I don't know what that other thing is. There we go. I'm a genius. What have we got? Another note. I am blind as my reflection. Our gods do not live here. This way brings no salvation. This path is not for my people. I shall seal them from it. And a metal object with a star shaped at either end. There's another thing here, though. I don't know if it's anything. Yes, I think I know where that goes. Oh, okay. A metal shard with a ridged hole in its center. Okay, I assume the word ridged is correctly used there, and that goes there. Alright, now we've got to find a position where it will unlock. It's not that. I can still see a few pins. Is that not it? There we are. Just a bit fiddly. Okay. Lines up. Okay. Oof. Once again, the string sting set me up for something, and then I saw a skull. And it was unpleasant. Okay, I've just picked up a skull. Okay, yeah. Why would you insert something into the back of the skull? They seem to have done artwork on it. I'm not entirely sure. That's pretty, kinda, but, you know, I'm not entirely sure it's respectful. Maybe. I'm not here to judge other cultures. It is a dead skull. Alright, where the fuck does the skull go? Oh, no, it goes back here, doesn't it? So you mount that. skull has been mounted. Oh, and then snaps open. Very much not respectful. But okay. That's got me to the end of the level, so I'm not going to complain. This is taking me a lot longer than the last game did. Alright, let's find the alignment. There it is. It starts getting angry at me once I get close. And opens the eldritch doorway. Through we go further into the pits of hell. 17 Franklin. Chapter complete. Reflection. The tarot card is Reflection. The chapter is called Entombed Raider. Very funny. You've handled yourself well in the temple. May your good fortune be a light as you navigate ever darker chambers. Continue game.